But Mr. Chebukati says that's not the reason. B, it is impossible to conduct the elections as a result of a natural disaster or other emergencies. He hasn't said it was because of the natural disaster or other emergencies. He doesn't say they were there. C, that there has been occurrence of an electoral malpractice of such a nature and gravity as to make it impossible for an election to proceed. A, B, C. None of these were applicable, but even if they were invoked, none of them were present in fact. But see what Mr. Chebukati had done. He had lied. He said that in Section 55B, it is provided that they may postpone if it is impossible to conduct the elections, full stop. And when we look at Regulation 67, it's identical with the same conditions. Once again, he is lying. And there is not the slightest concern, for the values of Article 10 and the whole Constitution. This is two things here to watch, members of the court. Number one, that this is a person who is saying these things with impunity. This is a person who sets out the wrongdoing that he is practicing with mens rea. This is not a mistake. This is a very calculated, very calculated subversion of forethought. He plans this, does it on the last day, doesn't explain what those conditions are which make it impossible, and delays it. And then it does not matter to him that at least 2-3 million people in Mombasa County and Kakamega County have been deprived of their right to vote. That it is important and reversing that a presidential election has to be held on the days when the general election is held. This is how the mess that has brought 100, a full Supreme Court, here. Because this man, when you ask him these things, justifies it, knows that it is wrong, and puts it in an affidavit. And then says to us, you explain it. So, it is important not that we cannot rely on a single thing. This is a practiced artist of the destruction of our institutions, because that is what happens. He did it in 2017. He was caught. When the court ordered him to disclose more things, he disobeyed the order, never did it, and took the benefit of the continued change of circumstances, a new election, etc. And now, back again, he is here. Same person, same sort of tricks. This was in 2012 and 2013, this amendment. This man has been practicing this for 2 election cycles. And he comes here Read this affidavit. Every 2 sentences he says, I'm conscious of the importance of my work as a state organ or a state officer. I'm a practicing advocate, and my professional integrity would never allow me to do these things. I told the NSIS, I am standing up for what is right. I told the 4 commissioners, never, I don't do things like that. When people are running, the person who calls out louder, thief, thief, thief. So that this is what has been going on, and it is destroying our institutions. This case is about the democratic institutions of